Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. Mifsud's phone obtained by Durham have UK SIM cards tying them to the UK and back to John Brennan. General Michael Flynn's attorney, Sidney Powell, a few days ago requested that the DOJ turn over the contents of two phones related to Joseph Mifsud. We now know those phones were from the UK, the country that is more suspect than Russia ever was. Sidney Powell on Tuesday demanded the DOJ produce evidence that has only recently come into the DOJ's possession. This evidence includes the data and metadata of the following two devices. Powell wrote in her request, "This information is material, exculpatory, and relevant to the defense of Mr. Flynn, and specifically to the Oconus lawyers and agents that Western intelligence tasked against him, likely as early as 2014, to arrange, unbeknownst to him, connection with certain Russians that they would then use against him in their false claims. The phones were used by Joseph Mifsud. We were the first to point out that there was more than one spy working to derail the Trump team back in 2015. In our post in June 2018, the president retweeted information of that post, only to be ridiculed by the corrupt media to this day. And of course, this is the Gateway Pundit reporting that information. And Wikipedia claims Trump was incorrect. While Strunk page, the incompetent and corrupt FBI lovers have texts referring to counterintelligence operation into the Trump campaign dating back to December 2015. Spygate is in full force. Is the mainstream media interested yet? Big stuff. And of course, we know that the mainstream media didn't really report too much on the Strunk page text messages, and especially how remember, one of the texts actually stated that the White House was well aware of what was going on and basically spearheading the whole operation. Of course, you can imagine how General Flynn's brother reacted after reading Attorney Powell's request, like any good brother would. He tweeted, Oconus lawyers, bunch of traitorous goddamn creeps, at Sidney Powell, General Flynn. And that's basically what Flynn's brother tweeted. We found out soon that the phones noted by Powell were connected to the UK. Both Mifsud SIMs in Sidney Powell's request are British, as you can clearly deduct from several numbers. This was obviously thought in advance as a strategy to buy time to exclude all his Italian contacts from scrutiny. Check the country number. Italian Occinerero believes Italy is also connected to Spygate, to the Spygate scandal, has asked a good question about the phones noted by Powell. He tweeted, "A little note that can be helpful to Sidney Powell and many other people. Why Italian authorities have provided Mifsud British phones and SIMs, but not the Italian ones that would show his network in Italy." It's a good question. Others are saying that if the UK is involved, perhaps an outfit named Hackluck should be looked into. Hackluck is a British private spy agency with headquarters in Mayfair, London, the most exclusive and the most expensive part of London, between Bond Street and Hyde Park. Hackluck does the dirty jobs that MI5, MI6, GCHQ are not allowed to do. Hackluck has connections around the world. Take a look at Hackluck's advisory board. The who's who execs of Microsoft, Sony, Johnson & Johnson, Mitsubishi, Central Banks of Argentina, etc. Gateway Pundit were the first to report in May 2018 that the UK had more to do with the Spygate sham than Russia ever did. And we also reported that also. This appears more and more accurate by the day. George Papadopoulos was set up in the UK by Stephen Halper, Joseph Mifsud, Alexander Downer, and others. Christopher Steele is a former MI6, and he is behind the bogus Steele dossier. And of course now General Flynn was set up in the UK in an attempt to tie him to Russia. Downer, Halper, and Mifsud all connected to Hackluck. Alexander Downer, Stephen Halper, and all of them, as I stated. We're showing more and more proof that the UK was behind a lot of the spying. You know, the Five Eyes. We got Italy, and a couple other Western intelligence countries showing up. Names are coming up with this whole Russia collusion hoax. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time.
We live in a really nightmare. We live in a really nightmare.